I'm Julie Verostic. I am the Assistant Show Chairman for the American Spaniel Club Flushing Spaniel Show for 2018, and I'm also the first Vice President of the American Spaniel Club. Today we have Jeff Wright of Trget Cockers. And Jeff, how did you become interested in Cocker Spaniels?
When I was a young boy many years ago, I got a Cocker for my 9th birthday, and so that was my introduction to the breed, and it kind of grew from that, from the love of the Cockers at that point, from childhood.
Wonderful. So, what color?
She was a buff. Everyone has a buff Cocker when they're a kid, so that's how I started.
And when did you go to your first dog show?
It was about when I was 15. I purchased another Cocker, and she ended up to be show quality, and I was guided through the lady that directed me to where I bought her to trim her and take her to puppy matches, and I didn't know what that was all about. And then I suddenly found out the world of dogs and became interested in, at that point, showing and learning more about purebred dogs and Cockers, and then that I took her on to all breed dog shows, and then it became a lifelong passion to breed purebred Cocker Spaniels.
And how did your kennel name come about?
My kennel name is Teresa is my mother's name, T-E-R, and then Jeff, J-E, so I combined those two names to form my kennel name many years ago.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can you tell us what your most memorable American Spaniel Club moment would be?
Well, there's many memorable moments. Just coming and watching the Best in Show at this event for many years was memorable. The first ASC show that I attended was when I was 21. I flew in with one dog and was successful in the futurity level and all that, but it was that was kind of memorable. But probably my most memorable moment was specialing Champion Empire's Brooklyn Dodger when he won the futurity, and then also he retired at this show several years ago. And it was interesting that the futurity judge, Billy Hayes, was also the variety judge when the dog retired, so she kind of started and ended his career. But winning his retirement show variety probably meant a lot to me. And this is my favorite show of all time, the American Spaniel Club, so it was a big win for me as far as that goes.
Who were your mentors when you first got started showing Cocker Spaniels?
I had several mentors. Harlan Holt, who lived in Kansas City about an hour away from me, mentored me when I was first starting out, and then I met Mike Kinchler, who was a very dear friend who taught me more about breed type and construction, and Darla Piner and your mom, Dee Dee Wood, actually. And several people I was fortunate to have as mentors, or people that I could go to and ask questions about and learn the specifics of dogs and Cockers, and which I find all fascinating.
And if you had somebody that was just getting into the breed, what advice would you give them to start off with?
Well, I tell all new people to find a mentor that they trust and ask questions from them and other people who they respect, and listen. Ask questions and then listen. And then I would also recommend new people to sit and watch not just their dog or whatever, but a lot of different classes, and I also think that it's important to education is key, and I think that to ask people and to read and to try to study as much about the past history of the breed, and there's ASC tapes that they can watch as far as past winners and then the current winners, and to try to ask as many questions as possible, and then listen is the key thing.
And have you ever bred any other breeds?
Yes, I have. I'm known more for American Cockers, but I've been breeding those for 45 years. But I've also been breeding English Toy Spaniels, and I've had a few other breeds, but mainly those are the two that I concentrate on.
Wonderful. And you still stick with Cockers. Why do you stay with them?
It's my first love. It's my lifelong passion. It's, from childhood to now, I enjoy breeding and creating and trying to breed the perfect cocker to the standard, which isn't a possibility, but it's something that I strive for, is to try to breed as close as possible to the standard, and to just a good ambassador for the breed, a merry, happy Cocker Spaniel with very few health issues.
Well, thank you, Jeff, so much for doing this with us, and thank you for everything that you've done for Cocker Spaniels and the American Spaniel Club.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.